Hey guys, today we'll be going over Excalibur, as I'm pretty sure all of you probably have him, or are getting him, had him, something like that. Almost everybody has Excalibur. People use him, but I think a lot of people use him for really just Exalted Blade, which, don't get me wrong, I think it's a great move, but I don't think it's designed to what I like to personally do, and what my whole purpose of these builds are, is to have a build that will be able to take you far, no matter what situation, no matter what game type, survival, defenses, things like that. It's great at first, but if you're looking to go really long with it, at some point I feel like your run is going to abruptly end. So, the skill that I focus on, and you're going to probably know what it's going to be, as well as how it's going to look right away: duration and range. I do have some armor in there as well, just in case, in Vitality, if I happen to take a hit. But as long as you kind of keep up with things and you don't get too zoned out, you'll never take a hit, in my opinion. And the only times I've ever died with this build is by just not paying attention. To kind of show you what it's working with: radio blind, you want that range and you want that duration, so the longer they're blinded, you're good to go. You could probably replace, and I do think that I'm going to end up replacing at some point, rejuvenation with why do I forget it all of a sudden? With energy siphon, so that when they're blinded, that I can get at least some energy back and not have to worry about it as much. I do have the augment so that, they take more finisher damage, because if they are blinded, they do take finisher damage. And that's why I don't know why people don't use Radio Blind more. Exalted Blade's great, but you use Radio Blind, especially with Radiant Finish, you're doing finisher damage to them. So you're going to be doing way more damage at a cheaper cost, most likely, than using Exalted Blade. Yes, you can go through walls, yes, you can hit multiple enemies, but so can Radio Blind. And I'm going to show you that right now. We're going to spawn our good old enemies here. Big thing why I don't think people like Radio Blind is that they don't know to jump and cast it. If you jump and cast it, even if they're behind cover, they will get hit. That line of sight really, I think, turned off a lot of people, but simply jumping and casting solves that problem. And then you fall off, or you get stuck. But when they're like this, you take out your melee weapon. If you have a dagger, you'll just insta-kill them. Or if you don't have a dagger, I prefer, a longer weapon, so I don't end up doing this nonsense, is you'll actually just do regular finisher damage to him, hitting him really hard. What we'll do is just, for the hell of it, we'll cast it, do this. And what I really like about this build too, things get crazy, jump, cast, oh my god, slash dash, and you can get the hell out of there if you don't fall off the ledge like an idiot like I did. So what's really good too is it does have a use for another move, not really for the damage, mostly for the escape part of it. We'll kill all these guys off, and I will show you with another melee weapon. And again, it can be any melee weapon. You can put like a finisher mod on it to get a little bit more damage out of it, but I'm going to use my good old Legend here, which I have a build video for that if you want. I did switch out one of the moves. I'll just show you the build anyway right now. I switched out with Condition Overload, so my other build's a little out of date, I guess, but it's really not. That build was to have a really good healing weapon. It's just it still does really good healing, except it's going to kill them quicker, aka I'm probably not going to get as much health back. So we'll use this, switch out the enemies with something a little interesting. And you probably already know who I'm going to switch them out with. Stupid Corpus, I hate them. Throw these guys out there. Then, make sure you always jump and cast. Because if you slide and cast, or do it on the ground, you're not going to get that range. And look at that. Like a hot knife through butter. And this weapon isn't even built for this. And I'm just wrecking them. You build around using this? Why would you want to use Exalted Blade? Why? You can kill just as easily with this. Yeah, I jump and use it. And you'll notice, and I'll show you right now too, is that I died. So I actually probably didn't hit those guys. They were like directly behind the pillar. If I probably jumped a little bit higher, I would have gone. But jumping and using it, already, I think it proved enough that it works pretty well. Let's throw some Ancients. Let's get you an infested show here. And their eggs misses too, so that's gonna be great. Come out there, maybe like a madman. Get your energy drained. Probably wasn't the best choice for these guns, which is why it's nice to have a healing weapon. I'm probably just gonna actually manage to stay alive. Can't really do much. Yeah, wrong choice of enemy, I think. But he can take it, and that's why it's nice to have that extra armor. What we'll do is we'll back out of this. Get out of this shit show. Obviously, with them, you always have to worry about anything that's going to prevent moves from working. That's always, an issue. But being able to blind out almost all of them, and then taking out the main source of that problem is really helpful too. So, guys, that's it. Radio Blind's awesome. Screw Exalted Blade. It's great, but it's not as useful. Like always, let me know what weapons or frames you would like to see next down in the comments. Like and subscribe. It helps me. And I will see you guys next time. So have a good one.